Through his civil rights work, King continually came face to face with the dire conditions of the poor across the United States. And these experiences caused him to conclude that racial equality and the broader goal of human rights could not be achieved in the United States without a radical campaign against economic injustice. In December 1967, he said this: "In our society, it is murder psychologically to deprive a man of a job or an income. You are in substance saying to that man that he has no right to exist. You are in a real way depriving him of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, denying in his case the very creed of his society." And of course, he's referring to the Declaration of Independence. King believed that the United States could make good on this promise of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness by enacting a guaranteed livable minimum income for every American family, as well as ensuring that all workers, regardless of their industry, are paid a fair wage. He wasn't saying, as often reformers do, that, well, we really just need to make sure everybody's educated. We need to make sure that everybody has a bachelor's degree, which I think is a wonderful idea as a college professor. And also because a college education is, and ought to be, significantly about self-knowledge, developing critical thinking capabilities that are vital to a democratic society. But the idea that I have students sitting in a classroom who are going to get a 10% increase in their wages to get a degree that has nothing to do with what they do in their workplace, that's a racket. That's unfair. People should be paid based on the wealth they're generating, not because they have a certificate from a college. But you'll find plenty of reformers who will tell you that the solution is more education. Sure, when education is required to do a job, but not as an excuse not to share the wealth that workers are producing. That's just a racket. King wrote in Where Do We Go From Here? "There is nothing but a lack of social vision to prevent us from paying an adequate wage to every American citizen, whether he be a hospital worker, laundry worker, maid, or day laborer. There is nothing except short-sightedness to prevent us from guaranteeing an annual minimum and livable income for every American family," end quote. So I think too few of those who celebrate King know that such an agenda was central to his moral, spiritual, political project. Neither do they know, this may be one of the more important things for us to recall and maybe share with others, that the last few months of his life were spent attempting to organize a nonviolent poor people's, well, in his words, revolution, to advance this vision of economic justice.